Matthew! Matthew, where'd you go? Oh my God, I can't. Where'd he go? We have the Wolfpack. God, I don't know where he is. Matthew! Matthew! Where are you? Matthew! Matthew, I don't know where Matthew is. I don't know. Matthew said he was fleeing the state. We have to do the podcast though, so I hope he's still here. But we gotta do the podcast. I don't even know if the podcast is even gonna be done. Oh, I'm out of breath. I'm doing the intro just in case, and I don't know, maybe we'll get this show done, but I'm gonna do the intro just in case. I don't know where he is. Help me find him. So, as always, I'm Zach. This is Wolfpack Podcast, episode 27, I think. Currently trying to find Matt right now. As always, we got our podcast on podcasting services. So down in the description, we got Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. Go click the links down there if you want to listen to us on the go, like I am right now, trying to find Matt. I'm very worried right now. Also, we got timestamps down there, so if you want to hop around to different topics, go down there. I don't know if we'll even have topics this week because it might be just me. I don't know, but down there it's timestamps for different topics. Just click ahead if it's too boring for you. I don't know what to say. That's about it. Timestamps, go click them down there. Also, we have Patreon. Matt took all the Patreon money when he ran away, so I'm left with nothing. But if you want to contribute to the Patreon to help Matthew get back to home, I don't know what he's using that Patreon money for. I'm very worried he's going to use it on some bad stuff. Either way, Patreon's down there. $1 tier, you can get this podcast early, and $2 tier, we got you can request a topic on the show. Although I don't know if we'll have the show ready this week because I don't know where Matt is. Also, we have a highlights channel. I haven't uploaded on it. I don't know if I'll have anything to upload on it this week because I don't know where Matt is. But we have a highlights channel down there, and yeah, go subscribe to it if you want condensed versions of the podcast. On there, it's the Wolfpack highlights. It's right in the description. Go click on it. Also, as always, we have a new segment called the Wolfpack Movie Club Homework. I'm forgetting the name. It's Wolfpack Movie Club Homework segment, I think. And Matt always wanted to watch this movie called I think it's like Frankenstein's Monster Frankenstein. It has David Harbour in it. He really likes David Harbour. I don't know if that's where he's trying to. I don't know if he's trying to find David Harbour right now. He might be, but yeah, we're gonna watch that this week. Hopefully next week he'll be able to talk about the movie. I don't know, but yeah, that's what we're watching this week. Go watch it. It's on Netflix. Yeah, that's it. Also, our social media is down there. It's down in the description. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Use that to help us find Matthew, and also get the latest news of Wolfpack Podcast. Well, guys, let's get the show on the road. Maybe I don't know if there's even gonna be a show. Oh wait, that's Matthew. Matthew's calling. Oh my god, Matthew. All right, guys, this is the Wolfpack Podcast, episode 27. We're gonna be on Skype. He's calling me on Skype. I'll be right back with you. We're in Skype edition, Wolfpack Podcast, episode 27. Woohoo! Let's get the show on the road. What's up, guys?
Hello.
We're on Skype this week because somebody's in Massachusetts right now.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Matt here in Massachusetts. I've changed.
Where are you in Massachusetts, or do you not want to reveal your location?
I'm not going to reveal exactly where I am, but I'll tell you, I was near where Manchester by the Sea was filmed today.
Were you perhaps in Manchester?
I was in Manchester, but that's not where I'm staying, so you can't find me.
I don't know where you're staying either.
No.
Well, Matthew, how are you doing?
I'm doing well up here in a little cottage in a secluded location where no one will find me.
So are you in the mountains? Are you in the mountains, Matthew?
No. So there aren't really mountains here in Massachusetts. There are large hills, though. So
how are the hills?
The hills are great. It's nice having some elevation. You every once in a while you find a cliff and you look off. And...
Oh no! I thought you meant you find a cliff and you go off that cliff.
Yeah.
You
find a cliff and you're not really comfortable with it because you're from the flatlands of Florida and you're like, oh wait a second.
Oh wait, I'm falling down a cliff right now.
Yeah, it's been a change in environment up here. It's about the same temperature right now. They're going through like a heat wave, so it's the same kind of temperature. But you've
Like
got the sea
everywhere.
breeze. You got the sea breeze from the port. So,
Have you had any oysters?
no oysters. We're actually on a red tide scare. So, no, no clam.
I didn't know that. Good to
Well,
know because
actually,
I just had seafood today.
well, luckily, I'm talking about like the Atlantic Ocean, so I think the Gulf is fine.
Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah.
I'm on like the other
I
side.
forgot the Atlantic Ocean is not where I'm at right now.
And it's also a different kind of red tide up here. Like it's not like Florida's red tide is like you can have like respiratory problems and die if you're exposed to it too much. Up here
Really?
it's much more minor, I think. I think it's
Hmm.
just like, yo, hey, don't eat
You're
those
gonna
clams.
you're gonna throw up a little.
Yeah, all these Massachusetts people are like, no, 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 it's probably not safe, bro. But you won't die.
How
But
are the
yeah, yeah.
people there?
Um, they're friendly, but you kind of have to talk to them. Like at least like when you're walking by people, they won't come up to you at all. But once you start to
Hmm.
talk to them, they're very friendly. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like they
Yeah.
kind of like I think like they see like my UCF shirt and they're like, oh no, he's not a local. He's not a local. Like stay away from him. But then when you start to talk to people, they're nice. Like today I was on a train and I didn't personally talk to anyone, but I saw people talking from Bark in the train and I was like, oh, so people are nice here.
Have you
No,
talked to anyone there?
I mean, just like store clerks and waiters, you know, people
Where
like
their job is to be nice to you.
yeah, where they have to be nice to me. That's right.
Other than that, I get worried. I get worried talking to them.
Yeah, I think like where I'm staying right now is like a pretty touristy area though, so I think it's mainly a lot of outsiders. So I fit right in.
Well, let's try. Are you in Boston?
Not in Boston, but the train was going to Boston that I was on today. It's like, where's Matt?
Are-
You can all pull out your maps now and try to knock off some different spots.
So he's not in Manchester and he's not in Boston. So we
Not
don't
in
know where he
Manchester,
is
not
right now.
Boston, but I am in another seaport town. So do your homework, everyone. In the comments below, try to guess where I am.
Let's have the followers try to track you down. What if we
Yes.
had a subscriber in Manchester or in Boston or wherever you are right
I'd
now?
say come meet up with me. Uh, yo guys, come find me, but don't
Come meet
don't
up with me.
far. Yeah, come try to find me. I'll be hiding.
Well,
Nah, but
Matthew,
yeah, we're having a good time this week up here in
Nice.
Massachusetts, but it's different.
nice.
It's
What's so
different.
different about there?
It's like slight changes. Like there's ice cream and then there's slush. There's
What do you mean?
so, so
It's
like
like
up
there's
here
ice cream and
and
then
then
there's
there's
slush.
slush. But so instead of like ices, it's like ice cream. It's like sherbet, but they call it slush. So I got like blue raspberry slush the other day. It's really yummy. It tastes like something I've had before. I think it tastes like sherbet, but they call it slush. So
Do they not have ice cream there?
they do have ice cream. And that's all pretty normal.
Oh.
They also have slush. So
Oh,
so yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. It's mainly the same. It's basically like it's like going to like a parallel universe, but they just have something a little different, you know? Like just
Gotcha.
one little thing changed. So they have slush here.
Gotcha. So you're in a parallel universe right now.
Yeah, right now I'm currently in a tangent universe of Massachusetts where a rare dessert can be found, and it is called slush, and it's pretty yummy. I enjoyed it.
What's your
So,
favorite food that you've had there? That's like local to there, or are you just
um,
having like?
well, it's like it's a lot of like seafood here. It's a lot
Gotcha.
of like lobster, oysters, fresh fish and stuff. Like I was
Mhm.
going on this like whale watching boat and I could see the people unloading the fish.
Nice.
So it's like some fresh fish. So I had some haddock.
Was it
I ate some haddock recently.
haddock? What does it
Haddock.
taste like? Does it taste
It
like
tastes
fish?
like fish.
Oh,
It tastes like
nice.
fish. Yeah.
Was it just a fish, or was it
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
fish
just fish.
sandwich?
like breaded fish with veggies and what have you. You know what I mean?
That sounds great, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, food's good here. I haven't had the lobster yet, but I think I'm gonna try it tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know what the rules of this whole red tide thing are because I
The
know like
rules of the red
I,
tide.
I don't know what the rules of the red tide are because I think clams are off limits because I was trying to get some fried clams the day I got haddock and they were like, oh, that's actually not available today. So sorry. We're on a red tide watch. So I was
Sorry.
like, damn, no fried clams for me.
Well, then I'll have the haddock.
Then oh yeah, I actually said that. I was like, oh good, because I have a pretty nice backup, the haddock. She was like, wow, you have a backup so quick? I said, yes. I really wanted
You're
to
like,
try
these
the
people
clam.
are so nice to me.
Yeah, she was nice. She was pretty nice.
Nice.
I guess most waiters are. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've been exploring some state parks also. Been walking around.
What are
Get
the state parks
into
like?
nature. They're pretty nice. I mean, they're like normal state parks, but they have quarries here, just like some different things, like big rock quarries, like stuff you'd hear about in It, some Stephen King shit going on. They've
What
got
are
these.
what are rock quarries?
So that's like where they drill to get the rock that they build around with. It's like where they
Gotcha.
drill really deep. They drill like very deep. They're like little ponds. So it's
Uh-huh.
really deep bodies of water that are man-made. And so I saw a couple of those recently. So found a quarry. Pretty cool. But
Pretty cool.
they've got some pretty cool stuff here. Have you seen like the rock bridges kind of? Like it's like man-made kind of like piers made of like broken rocks. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're called I think they're called sea rocks or something.
Is it like
But
stepping stones?
yeah, it's like you kind of like climb around out by the
Yeah.
water. So
Hmm.
they have lots of those here on the coast, and that's something that I've been doing kind of recently.
Have you
Did that.
been hopping rocks?
I feel like I'm in 127 hours, and I'm also kind of like a pussy about it too. Like I'm like, like I'm just scared that I'm gonna get hurt or something. Cause like also like these rocks get wet too, so you could just slip and break your head open.
Uh-huh.
So it's a little bit of a thrill
Have you
seeker's journey.
have you ever gotten cut on a rock before?
Not this time around. Probably in the past. I've never been in any real. I don't think I put
Predicament?
myself. I don't put myself in that kind of situation very often.
You're preventative of that kind of
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Nice.
I just avoid it completely. But yeah, I've been climbing on some rocks recently. So that's what I've been doing up here. I've been trying to eat fried clams. They say no, and then I say fine, and then I go climb on rocks until the day's up. Then I go to sleep. So if you're ever wondering what I'm doing here in Massachusetts, just know
Have
I'm
you
climbing
met
on rocks and trying to eat the
have you
seafood.
have you met any deers yet?
I did see a doe. I saw a doe yesterday.
Nice. Nice. Have you seen a bear?
I haven't seen a bear yet.
Have you seen a bear?
No bears. No wolves either.
No wolves? Well, that's good.
No wolves.
I hate wolves. Have you seen any turtles?
No turtles. I saw whales though. I went whale watching.
Whales.
I
How
saw
are the
whales.
whales?
I saw 4 whales. Actually, no,
How
I
are
might
the
have seen 3
whales?
whales. They were really cool, actually. It's really cool.
Really?
We went
They
out. It
jump
was
up
like
and say, "Ah!"
they don't actually like jump out of the water. They just like they dive down for a few minutes and then they come up for about 45 seconds and they kind of splash around and then kick the tail up and go back down. But it's really cool. They're huge.
Nice.
So
Nice.
if you guys were ever wondering what it's like to see a whale, it's like, whoa, that's huge.
Is it like really big?
It's really big. I mean, it depends. Like there are like different species of whales that we saw. So you've got something like the minke
Are
whale, which is like a tiny
are
whale.
seahorses like baby whales?
I didn't see any seahorses. But yes, I mean, if you're talking about size, seahorses are smaller than whales, so you could call it a baby whale. Yes, Zach.
Okay, cool.
I think that's a very good point. But I saw a
Cool.
humpback. I
You
saw me
saw a
humpback
humpback?
where? Yeah, I
You
saw
seen
me a
orca?
humpback where. No, I
No
didn't.
orcas.
No killer whales in the Massachusetts waters.
Oh dang! So it's
But
all
there
just
is.
humpback whales.
I've got a little bit of a downer note for you though, coming up. 3, 2, 1. I think the whales are migrating north because it's getting warmer on this earth,
Oh.
and they might not always be in Massachusetts. They might be heading to Canada.
I mean, I don't blame them. It's getting
I
pretty warm there.
learned some pretty cool whale facts on this whale watching trip though. Pretty
What is
cool
that?
stuff that I won't bore you with all of it, but just know whales don't have circadian rhythms. Did you know that? So they don't
What's a
have like
circadian rhythm?
they don't have like a day-night cycle for their sleep.
Oh, so they just like sleep whenever they wanna.
Yeah. Yeah, they have about like I think it's like 6 hours of the day. Periodically they'll just go to sleep and chill.
Oh,
So they'll be feeding day and night, getting ready for those colder waters. So if you guys were wondering what it's like to be a whale, you now know that their sleep is fucked up too.
oh, okay.
So
Cool.
it's good to know. Good to know. So yeah, I've gone whale
So,
watching, done some different
wh-
stuff up here in Massachusetts. It's been a good time.
Nice, bro. Nice.
How about you, Zach? Are you holding it down in Florida? How's it going?
I'm holding it down. I'm currently in my room. I haven't left this place in 3 days, and I'm starting to get worried.
Have you seen the sun?
No,
Did
I
you
have,
go out? Did you go out to dinner tonight
no,
after dark?
I have not seen the moon either.
Yeah.
I've been seeing only my. Let me flip this camera.
Oh.
These guys. That's it. That's all I see nowadays. I'm just kidding. I went to dinner.
You're
Yeah,
living the whale life.
I'm basically a whale right now. I just lay around the whole day, and yeah, that's basically it. I work
Nice.
at an undisclosed location that I can't say anymore.
Yeah, that's right. You got in a
But
little bit of trouble for that.
yeah, I can't say that anymore. So I'm working somewhere. You guys don't know where I'm working.
We suddenly get very mysterious on this episode of the podcast. Like, Matt's in Massachusetts, but you don't know where. Zach works. He's told you where before, but now he can't tell you anymore.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about work because I might get fired.
Right.
Oh, that's too much to say.
Yeah, you got some privacy things going on there.
Yeah.
So no more work banter.
No more
But-
work banter.
But speaking of that, how is work?
I can't
just-
talk about that.
In very general terms,
I
are
plead
you
the
enjoying
fifth.
yourself?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. Well,
I plead the fifth.
well,
But
Zach, in your
life
3
is-
days. Oh, sorry.
Life has
Go
been
ahead.
good though.
Life's been good?
I ran today.
Oh, how was that?
It was fun. I'm thinking about going vegetarian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going vegetarian because I don't even like meat, dude. So, I just want vegetables.
Okay.
So I might go vegetarian once I get up to UCF. Or sorry, not UCF.
I mean, the undisclosed school that I attend.
At an undisclosed school that I go to.
Right.
So-
Right. Somewhere in Florida, I think.
No.
Right. We're in the U.S. I think.
Maybe.
We attend school in America. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's
It's a
all.
need to know basis, and that's
no
what
one
you need-
no one needs to know where I go to school.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So, what's happening?
I've just been laying around, but I
But
have been watching some stuff. So this
Yeah,
is now
tell me
the
what.
segment. This is the segment of what have we been watching lately?
yeah.
Skype edition. Whoa! Skype beep boop beep beep beep. Yeah, I've been watching some stuff lately.
All right. So what have you been watching?
I watched the whole series of Salad Fingers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember Salad Fingers from like 2011 era YouTube?
I do remember Salad Fingers. I never really watched it much, but I knew like the salad fingers kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I remember you saying salad fingers so much in
Yeah,
like
I
middle school.
I said it not really knowing what the hell is happening, but I was like, oh, this is popular. I think I'll say it with a goofy voice.
And then people laughed. And then they're
And then
like,
they
"Oh, I
laughed.
like this."
They always laugh.
Whenever I said salad fingers, people laughed.
Without fail. I was the most popular kid in school.
And I never even watched it. Yeah, but
So-
I watched the full Salad Fingers series on YouTube. It's 11 episodes. It's by this guy named David Firth,
Yes.
who made it over like 11 years. And it was basically just him making this one weird animation about this guy called Salad Fingers, who had salad fingers, and the apocalypse.
And yeah, is
And
there
it's
any
like-
kind of through line to it, or is it just like an episodic adventure of Salad Fingers?
Yeah, it's like an episodic. I mean, it's like the same world, and he builds on the same lore
Okay.
of like the world and everything. So it's more like you're watching this weird world where it's like super disgusting, and
Mhm.
it's really like gross, and that's like the animation style is like it's super gross, so it kind of fits in with like what I'm liking now. So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
But yeah, I watched Salad Fingers. It was pretty good. I liked it. I
Nice.
also treated myself to this game called Dreams. Do you remember Dreams? That
A
one
game?
Yeah, the PS4 game called Dreams.
No. What is Dreams?
It's basically you know Media Molecule, the guys who made like Little Big Planet.
Yes.
So they made a game where it's basically a create your own like thing game. You can either paint, make movies, make TV shows, make video games, all in this one game for like $30. And
What?
it's awesome. You can make like animated movies in it. It's super cool. So I've been doing that lately, and it's pretty cool.
How does that work? Is it just like life?
No.
The game loads up and it's just a video camera behind you, and you can never look
It's
behind.
like make something.
Just do it for real.
It's just the guys who made the game staring at you saying, "Make something,
Do it.
do it." But no, it's like they give you a system. Like they give you like a I forget the name of it. Like they give you like this whole system, and they give you like all these tools, and you can like animate it, and you can like go really in depth with it. I haven't gone really in depth with it. I'm still learning like in the tutorial phase.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. Like I'm enjoying it right now.
So is it like really? Is it all of it in depth, or is it just kind of like
I mean, it's not like in depth like actual animation systems or actual like video game development systems.
Yeah.
But people have recreated like Crash Bandicoot in it.
Oh wow. So it's strong. That's crazy.
Yeah, people have recreated like legit games in it and like legit trailers and stuff. Like they recreated the Death Stranding trailer. Obviously not to the graphical fidelity of Death Stranding, but like it's like it's
Are
not
they like beta versions of the real thing?
Yeah, it's like it's obviously someone made it.
Yeah.
Like someone made it that didn't have the real system, but it still looks good. And you can make your own games, and they have like these weekly challenges of like they give you like this idea of like make something that's in a Western scene, or make something that's in like medieval times, and you can like it's like a community challenge to like make the best thing inside a week. That's like either video game, animation, painting, whatever, and they give you like this parameter to work inside. So it's pretty cool.
And do you get to like interact with other people's real stuff
Mm-hmm.
in the game? Okay.
So they put it up on like a board and everything, and people can publish it, and people can play your game and everything. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Wait, so is Dreams like? Is this something that could be like a VR kind of game?
Yeah,
or no?
VR. It's VR.
Oh, it is a VR, or it's like VR compatible?
Yeah. So you can.
Okay.
You can have a VR helmet and have like the wands and everything. I think it would work
That sounds
better
cool.
because it uses like the PS4 motion controller to use it, and it's kind of like clunky, and I don't know if I really like the controls of that. But if I had like a wand that I can do stuff with and like a VR headset, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like would you be able to animate with the wand?
Yeah, and you can like
That's
actually
cool.
like draw with it and everything. So I feel like that work. I feel like that'd be better than like the actual controller. But I'm enjoying it with the controller, and I don't feel like spending
Yeah.
like $500 on a VR headset for this.
No,
So,
but that sounds like a good game for it.
yeah,
That's
no.
cool.
So it was like $30, and I was like, you know what? Let me just buy this. And
Yeah, that sounds like a cool one.
yeah,
I've never heard of that before.
yeah. It got like not like frowned upon, but people didn't know what it was when they were trying to talk about it. But now that people have it in their hands, it's developing like a small niche community.
Yeah.
So
It seems like
cool.
one of those things where it's like you need to get the community into it, or like just like get some people going on it that get really into it and can just like give it reputation.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I legit played a game where it was like they programmed this whole level where it's like you control a giant, and it's like, how do you make this? Like, this is crazy that they made this. So it's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the game right now. I just play it before I go to bed, basically, because it's a good relaxing game. Especially the tutorials, because it's like this relaxing British voice just talking to you, and you're just making like these little things. So it's pretty cool.
All right.
It's like Forge mode, but cooler.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I want to check that out. That sounds like fun.
And now you can like make animations with it, and like you can make movies with it, and like
is this like newer stuff to the game, or like...
No, like this is how they pitched it. They always just wanted like a sandbox for people to play in and make like whatever you want, like movies, paintings, games, like everything is in it. So
that's cool.
It's cool. Like I want to make like an animated thing with it. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's cool though. I'm enjoying it.
Sweet.
Heck yeah, bro. Have you been watching anything lately?
Only in like the... Oh, sorry.
Oh. What?
I was just asking, like, does it only exist in like the Dreams game, or like can that kind of stuff be like taken out and put anywhere else?
Like well, the video game stuff only exists in Dreams, obviously, because that's like a Dream software thing.
Yeah. But like movies, like can you like share them other places?
Yeah, like I'm sure you can like publish the movies on like YouTube.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
you can cool. You can make paintings and publish that, and it's just cool. Like you can make, it's literally like a sandbox. Like the thing that I like about this is that you can do like an animated thing without having to actually learn animation software. I'm gonna want to learn actual animation software.
But it sounds like it's like a cool like first foot in to a lot of things.
Yeah, and for like $30, like I'd rather pay that than like Adobe whatever.
Yeah, so. And it's like a video game still, right? Like it kind of like it's like a game where you get to do it. That's cool.
Well, it's not like a traditional video game, like you don't.
But it's like the sandbox kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a sandbox video game.
Okay.
And you feel more productive playing this than like playing another round of Call of Duty.
Yeah, because you're like learning while you go.
And you're creating stuff, so. But
that sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I have not really, I haven't really been playing anything because I've been up here.
Yeah.
So like since I left, I had left Friday, so I didn't really have a lot of time to do too much between like recording last week's episode and this one. So I'm like usually playing Apex. Haven't been playing Apex. I actually like I've been playing some more mobile games just because of like the flight. And like being here, I played like some Helix Jump and some piano tiles. There's this cool game called like Polysphere where it's like a piece of artwork and you have to spin it 360 degrees for it to like work right, like to see it the right way. I don't know. I've been having fun with that stuff. Like since I've been here, it's just like been limited to just mobile games, and there's some pretty dope mobile games. So that's what I've been playing. That's That's my video game.
How are the Pokestops up there?
There are Pokestops. There's actually like lots of raids going on for Mewtwo right now, and that's like one of the rarest Pokemon. I'm not getting out and going there because I don't really have a means to like drive to all the raids and stuff, and I'm also like I'm not focusing on it that much where I am. But like if we're like in the car and stuff and I'm not busy, I'll just like spin a Pokestop here and there. They've got some Pokestops up here in question mark Massachusetts. Yeah, so yeah, they've got some Pokestops up here, but yeah, not too many video games. But I have been watching a new TV show.
What is that?
And let me tell you, I've been binging it. I've been watching Stranger Things.
Bro.
So
How
I think
far are
it
you
might
in
have
it
even
now?
been okay. So I'm on episode 7 of season 2 now. So I'm
Oh my
almost 2
god.
seasons in. I've almost
You
watched 2
started
seasons.
that 2 days ago.
Was it really only 2 days ago?
I think so.
It was like 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah. Like we just started this. I've been watching it with like my family. My dad's
Uh-huh.
already seen it. Like he's up to date on it because he's been enjoying it. But my brother and sister and I, we gather around and watch it on my computer because that's like the only way we can watch Netflix here.
Uh-huh.
And we've just been like we've been batting them out. We've been going on like 4 to 5 episode binges every night
Oh
and
my
just
god.
like digging the crap out of the show. It's so good. Like it's really really fun.
Oh my
It's a
god.
really fun show. I think it was the
So,
last episode of the podcast where we mentioned Stranger Things and I said I wanted to watch it
mhm.
and that I hadn't yet, but now like we finally got to
Now you're
watching
actually
it
doing it.
and yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good. So
So, if you had to rate either season 1 or season 2, what would you rate? Like, which one's better so far?
season 1 is better so far.
Yeah.
Like season two is not as strong as season 1.
Mhm.
It's just it's going it feels like season 1 had like a very clear like I think they're called
Goal.
the Duff brothers or something.
Mhm.
The guys who ran the show or like wrote it all and directed most of it in the first season.
Yeah.
It seemed like they had like a really clear vision for what they wanted for the first season and like just
Mhm.
like kind of like how the story could have like kind of opened and closed. And not that like you wanted it to close at all, but you could just feel that like they
But
like made
I've seen
reasons
season
to
1.
keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
season
you've
1,
seen it.
yeah, season 1 ends with like a definitive well, the conflict resolves basically.
Yeah, like the main conflict resolves, but definitely like not all like the strings are all or like not all the loose ends are tied up and everything.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
still like questions and stuff, and then they also like they plant different things that keep it going for like multiple seasons, which I'm happy that they're doing because it would be a real waste, and it would feel like Freaks and Geeks. Like it would be like the
Mhm.
Freaks and Geeks of now if they stopped at the first
Yeah.
season,
Yeah.
and that's kind of
Plus,
how I feel about it.
it's one of their biggest things right now.
Yeah, it's huge and
Yeah.
deservedly so. 'Cause I think it's really really strong. I
Mhm.
think it's a really good show. And even though I feel like the second season right now isn't as strong, it's still really fun to watch.
Mhm.
And it's just fun to follow everyone still because you care about everyone so much from season 1. And it's not bad season 2. You can
Yeah.
just feel like the story is a little less tight. Like some parts move a little bit faster and slower, and it
Mhm.
moves at different moments. And you can just kind of feel that where you feel like things kind of took a little too long for not a lot to happen.
Yeah. So
But
it's a lot more filler.
it doesn't really feel like filler. It just feels like they're just taking their time doing it. Like I guess it's kind of filler. Like everything happens, it just feels a little bit slower than the first season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
So
the
you
first
find yourself
season,
getting bored, kind of.
not really bored, but just like not like as much of like a need to go to the
Into it.
next episode
Yeah.
immediately. Because
Mhm.
the first season was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and they still do a really good job of that. But
Mhm.
there's just like little things where you're like, oh, like I kind of just like wish we got to this point a little bit quicker this season so that we could get a little bit more, you know?
Yeah. I got you.
Because
Yeah.
it's only the first season's only 8 episodes and the second one's only 9, and they're
Mhm.
only for like 50 minutes long, and it goes quick. So there's
Yeah.
not like a whole lot of room to go too slow in these.
Mhm.
And that was something that I really liked about the first season, what it was like it really felt pretty tight and it was just going until the end.
Mhm.
But like with this one, it's more just like because the first season I thought was so good that this one's like lacking just a little bit, but
But it's
still
not bad
good.
or anything.
No. It's still
Yeah.
really good. I'm still enjoying it and I'm still like dying to like finish this season because they
Mhm.
only have like 2 more episodes left. And like the main story is still progressing. There's still a lot of stuff going on and a lot of
Oh, okay.
answers to
Yeah.
like find. But yeah, I don't know. Like the first season just like it has that feeling of like it could have potentially kind of ended.
Mhm. Well,
But
that's what I got because like I've only seen season 1. Like I've seen the whole thing,
yeah.
and they ended it on like I know why they didn't end it, but the way that like I don't know, it could have ended. I feel like,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's one of those things where like it was like a good tight story that could have potentially ended, but the characters were just too strong and it was just like too much of an opportunity for all of this.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to see it end. Like there are just like still things growing. Like you have like the relationship between Nancy and Jonathan and stuff like that. Like you've
Mhm.
got like just like it's mainly like relationships that you want to still see keep going
Yeah.
rather than like the main plot. Because like the main plot could have, I guess, like technically kind of like ended. Like they got like through the main bad guy and that kind of stuff. But
Mhm.
then like you see, like they continue it. But I don't know. It's
It's
first
more of
season.
a, it's
Huh.
more of a, not like a sitcom, but like it's more about the characters now than anything. I feel
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it's more
And
about the relationships. Yeah, that got me in the mood to like watch a TV show now, like
yeah.
binge watch a TV show.
What was the
So that's
last
pretty interesting.
TV show you watched?
I've like picked up and dropped a lot of TV shows recently. Like
Yeah.
I picked up like Samurai Jack for a little bit. A lot of like Adult Swim stuff I'll just come into for a little bit and then leave. But
Mm-hmm.
like I haven't binge watched a TV show since like, oh my god, probably Atlanta season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the last one that like I actually like watch. Like Haunting on Hill House didn't grab me enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
as into it as like you and Jacob or anything. And
Yeah. I never ended up finishing that season, but it was really
yeah,
good from what I saw.
yeah. I mean, it definitely wasn't bad. It was just like I was
It just
also like
wasn't like a magical kind of show.
nah, and I was just kind of like okay, I don't really need to watch it.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's better if I actually continued it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But I want to watch like a good binge watch show now,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like one of the best binge watches I ever had was Rick and Morty.
Yes. Yeah.
Rick
Me
and
too.
Morty,
Actually, me too.
Rick and Morty is one of those better binge watch shows where it's like every episode's like crack. But once
Yes.
you get into it, especially season 3. Season 3 had like one of the best seasons. That one
Yeah.
was like so tight and like they had such great concepts like Pickle Rick and also like the one planet where it was like all Rick and Morty's and
Yes.
like
Yeah.
just such great concepts. And I feel like that one was like they doubled down on that season and that one was like super good to like watch. It was like
Yeah.
to the point where it was like each episode I was like, oh man, I don't know if I want to watch it because I'm getting closer to the end. That was
Mm-hmm.
that was
Yeah. They
like one of
just
the
kept
better.
topping themselves in that one.
Yeah, like Pickle Rick was so good. Like that was such a fun episode. It was like super good action. And then they had like the Rick and Morty episode, and I don't know. They had the divorce episode. I think that season also.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had
They
the
did.
divorce. Like such a good season. That was like one of the better ones. So
Yeah.
I want to have another one like that. So.
Yeah. It's also like it's cool to see shows like that like grow.
Mhm.
Like with Rick and Morty, it was like, okay, like this is like a great show for what it is for the first two
Mhm.
seasons. And then you saw like they kind of made a difference. Like they kind of like made a change in how they did it. Like they went a little bit more story based and it got better.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like
because
they
I
made
think
a change though, like
it was like the end of no, it was in the middle of season 1. Like spoilers from Rick and Morty. It was like the middle of season 1 when Rick killed the entire planet.
yeah.
It was when they abandoned that planet and like Rick ruined that the original Earth right there.
Mhm.
That was when I think the show kind of like doubled down on what it is. Because I
Yeah.
think it was the first like 6 or 7 episodes that was like it was good. It was good like comedy, but at that point it was like, oh, this is what the show can be. And
That's
then
true.
they took it into like a good direction with season 2, and they made it even more like story based. So
Mhm.
yeah, I love
That's
that
why
show.
Rick and Morty's so strong.
I
It's just
know,
like it's been great.
I know. That
Even
is
those
such a good
first
show.
six that like were a little bit more inconsequential, that were
Mhm.
just like Rick and Morty fun. It was still really good. Like that
Yeah,
show's just awesome. That's such
I
a good
know.
show. That's
I
one of the
love that
best
show.
ones right now, I
Hmm.
think.
And season 4 is coming up in November, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Ooh.
Another great binge watch show was Eric Andre.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a
That was
good
a good one
binge
too.
watch show where it was like watching those episodes were like I don't know. It was that same thing of like it was 10 minutes long and it was like crack of just like going boom, boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom, boom. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
speaking of crack in entertainment, we were talking about something earlier. Did you want to keep talking about TV shows, or I was going to
I'm
segue into
good.
something else?
I haven't
Okay.
gotten.
So something I've been watching recently, and you checked out today, is
Yeah.
David Dobrik.
Oh
You started watching some vlogs.
yeah.
I just want to
I'm
get your take on it real quick.
okay. I can see why it's popular.
Yeah.
I see why it's like the number one thing right now. Like it's like the biggest. I think it's the biggest YouTube channel.
Is it really?
It has like. I mean, it's probably not bigger than
I
like
mean, yeah,
PewDiePie.
it's huge. It's huge, but I don't know if he's like the top, but he's one of the top right now. He for sure. Like
I
he's like one of the popular creators.
at least I see him along with like with
Yeah, like
Tiny Meat Gang.
PewDiePie.
Tiny
Yeah.
Meat Gang. Like those
Yeah.
guys are
Oh
the
yeah, like
guys.
Cody Co. Cody Co's
Yeah.
pretty big too.
I think those guys are the most popular right now just because I see them popping off more. I see
Yeah,
them.
that's true. Like of like the
And,
newer guys, like because like
yeah.
PewDiePie's been around, Shane
Yeah.
Dawson's been around, but like these
Oh, him also. Yeah,
yeah,
Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson's huge,
Yeah.
but he's also like he's like big in like a different way now. Like he's
Yeah,
almost
he's more like a TV show now.
he's like the queen of YouTube.
Yeah. Like he's not even really a YouTube anymore. But
Yeah,
these guys are like YouTube. YouTube.
yeah, that's true. Cause like David's
Yeah.
like he's very much YouTube with the vlog. Like it's very much like a video.
Yeah. But I can
So
see
what do you
why
think of it? 420.
I see it's also 421.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
421.
it's 421. I was like I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what doesn't click for me with vlogs, but
Mhm.
like I don't find them that entertaining.
I got you.
I don't know why. Like I see why it's really popular because vlogs are really popular and like he's probably the best thing for like the mainstream audience of like
Yeah.
like he is encompassing or whatever.
He
Like
encompasses. Yeah.
he encompasses what vlogs and YouTube has become. Where it's
Mhm.
like it's basically crack. Like it's like
Yeah.
just bombardment of explosions and expensive cars and celebrities and just a ton of stuff. And it is like encompassing of what YouTube
Yeah,
is.
just like the like short attention span.
Yeah,
Like
short attention span.
this is like the Viner coming over
Yeah.
to YouTube. Like that's like what that
Oh
is.
yeah, I didn't realize
And
that was.
that's kind of like what Cody Ko is too. Like he's kind of like it's like these are like the short form guys making their
Yeah.
transition and then growing on this platform.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't make that
Yeah,
connection about like
yeah,
the
like
Vine
Jason Nash,
pace.
all those guys. Like a lot of the guys in his crew are like they're like Vine.
Vine people.
Yeah, they're Vine crossovers.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. Like it's like a lot of like short skits and stuff. It's basically Vine, but a compilation of Vines 3 times a week. So it's nuts.
That's I didn't. Oh my god, I didn't even make that connection. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was just like him making videos, but yeah, it is basically like Vine now.
Yeah.
Like it's basically like Vine but compilations. So.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even that into Vine. I mean, I was for a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's not like my thing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It was,
watching.
but the thing is like it's so popular.
Oh no, it's
Like
so
it's
popular.
like that flavor of comedy or like just that flavor of video is so popular right now. Just like
Oh
the
my
boom
God.
boom done.
Yeah, it's so
Like,
crazy.
it's nuts.
It's same with like Eric Andre's kind of the same thing, but I find that's more up my speed just because it's so weird
Yeah.
and it's like so awkward and it's like my kind of comedy. But
Yeah, this is more just like this is like sensory overload, but like easy to watch still.
yeah, like it got to the point where like it was blending together.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was
Love-
like I didn't know which episode was which, and like I felt like I was re-seeing things, and I was
Yeah.
like, what am I seeing? Like this is crazy. But yeah, it's not really my thing. I respect it. Like I respect anyone that's like that big and like
Yeah.
making something like that and everything. I definitely like him more than like I mean, like like those kind of what's the word? Oh, Ethan Paul.
Oh,
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul and
Jake Paul.
Jake and Logan
Sean
Paul. Yeah,
Sean
Logan
Paul.
Paul and stuff.
No, not Sean Paul.
Ethan Paul.
Ethan
Klein.
Paul, Sean Paul. I sound like such an old man there.
I
Oh my
actually, yeah, I
god.
was like, oh wait, you don't know Logan
Jake,
Paul and Jake Paul?
it,
That's
I
okay though. I
don't
mean,
know.
it's kind of a good thing, but
Yeah, I don't. I'm just not that plugged in with it. Like
yeah,
I'm plugged in with like a certain sector of YouTube,
yeah,
but not with like YouTube.
yeah.
Kinda.
I think like because I'm into like I'm into David Dobrik and I'm into like some of the more popular guys. I know that kind of like side of it a little bit more. And like
Yeah,
H3H3 kind of dabbles in that too. Like talking about like
I
the
like
pop
them.
YouTubers and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, H3H3 is awesome.
yeah, I like it. I
But
like H3. But
yeah.
the
Yeah, like the
yeah,
David Dobrik like the thing is though is like there's like I'm not saying that like you're not giving him props, but like there's so many props to give him for like cuz like he kind of changed the way the vlog thing is. Like what you're saying
oh
about
no, yeah,
about like
yeah,
the like flavor of like super fast vlogs and stuff. It
yeah.
wasn't necessarily around before he did it.
Well, no. That's why I give him props. Like I don't mean to like sound like he's horrible or anything. I'm
No,
just saying that like it's not my thing, but like he encompasses what YouTube is.
yeah.
While
He's
also
exactly what they want.
yeah,
I think.
exactly. Where
Yeah.
it's like Vine was super popular and Vine compilations on YouTube is super popular.
Mhm.
But he is what like it's like taking that flavor with vlogs and it's basically just YouTube and like a channel. And
And it's that, but then it's also like there's like other layers to it, I feel like too. Where like he also it's like a like reality TV too.
I haven't gotten that
Kind
far.
of well like
Yeah.
just in the way like he's basically like he's kind of like created characters. Like
Yeah.
of the people in his vlog, they're like characters. It's like Jackass meets reality TV meets Vine.
Meets YouTube.
Yeah, meets YouTube. And
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, like it's just like a lot of things that have worked, but like together they still really work, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like things that aren't necessarily going right now, but then when they're put together they're like still crazy. I don't know.
hmm No, yeah, like I definitely respect it. It's not a thing of like I don't see why it's popular. Like I don't it's not like that where it's like this shouldn't be popular. It's
Yeah.
just it's more like I don't personally
Yeah, it's
enjoy
just
it.
like it's not really your taste
No.
in like what you watch on YouTube and that kind of stuff.
No. Like I'd rather like watch more boring stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's just my thing. Or like a movie or something like that. Like it's just my taste isn't really like watching vlogs kinda.
Mhm.
Like some of my favorite YouTubers right now are like reactors kinda. And
Mhm.
they do vlogs and I even skip over them because I'm just not that interested in seeing a vlog for some reason.
Yeah.
Just because like I don't know. Like I don't know what to get from it
Mhm.
kinda. Like at least with like a reaction video, it's like I can see something that I like and see someone else's reaction to it, and that's what I get from it is seeing like a whole spectrum of reactions to something I like.
Yeah.
But vlogs is just kind of like watching people do stuff, and I don't know.
Mhm.
It's just not
I
really my thing.
yeah. I think that's like the difference between like David Dobrik's vlog and then just vlogs in general
Yeah.
is like I
Well,
feel
that's something
like
I did like about it.
yeah. It's like
That's
it's not like typical. Like it's not
no.
just like walking around,
Yeah.
really.
That's something I did like about it, and why I thought it stood out more.
Yeah.
But it's just that flavor is just not going to work for me.
Yeah, because like I agree with you. Like the only like vlogger who I feel like is like even more true to like vlogging than like David Dobrik was like Casey Neistat.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he was one where it's like, oh yeah, like he's like this is his flavor and he's good at vlogging, like
hmm
actually just vlogging. David Dobrik's more of like it's like skit and I don't know,
I didn't really get the
it's
skid part
it's
of it.
definitely vlogging, but well, it's because it's like they all know the camera's there, like they're all being exaggerated for the camera, you know, like it's not like
Yeah.
just trying to like capture life, like just doing life, like Casey
hmm
Neistat does, where he's just like riding around talking to the camera.
hmm
It's like it's everyone knowing the camera's on, doing crazy stuff for the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like it's just like it's a little different. I don't know, it's different, but
Well, I recognize that it's different and everything.
yeah,
Like I definitely see it. I'm like, that's a thing where it's like it's a blending of different things.
yeah,
So, but it's not really like anything. Like I was never into like Casey Neistat or Vine
yeah,
or like reality TV or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's just not really
It's
like
like a
my
melding
thing.
of things that are popular but not like your thing.
No.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch like a Netflix show or just like movies or anything like
Yeah.
that. So it's just what I do find crazy about it is that he has so many famous people just in this
Yeah.
sector, and I don't understand how he has so many famous people just on his show.
I
Like
know.
that
Like
is
that's part of what's so
insane.
impressive too. Is like it's just surreal. Like watching his stuff is just surreal. I feel like
Yeah,
because he just
it's insane.
he just there's like so much money put into the videos. Like just
Uh-huh.
in terms of like what he buys or like who he gets on and that kind of stuff. Or like the cars he drives, that kind of stuff. It's just
Yeah.
like it's hard to like look at it and be like, wait, yeah, like this guy's real. You
Hmm.
know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's wacky.
He had Kylie Jenner on it.
Yeah. Just
That's
driving in his
insane.
car.
That's insane. I don't
Like
understand.
it's like it's a thing where it's like he humanizes people, but at the same time it's like putting him closer to them.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like
Well,
what it is.
his
Is like
stock
he's just getting
rises
bigger.
up. His stock rises up every time he does something like that.
Yeah,
Because like now, like since he got Kylie Jenner, now other celebrities will be like, "Oh, I'll be on here."
yeah.
So it's like,
And like now like John Stamos just comes on,
uh-huh.
or like I don't know, like just like different people pop in. Like what I think it's also it's just like a generational thing where like also like some of these people's kids, like you know Lori Loughlin, how she had like the whole like scandal and everything, and
Hmm.
Becky from Full
Yeah.
House, like she was featured in the vlog, but like her daughter is friends with them kind of. Like
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they like went with her daughter to like move her into college and stuff. So it's one of
Hmm.
those things where it's like the next generation is a big fan of him, and their
Yeah.
parents are famous.
Hmm.
You know, like I think the same thing happened with Wayne Brady, the guy from like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh,
He,
gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, like his daughter's a fan of David Dobrik. So like that's how it works for him, at least in some cases.
Uh-huh.
Is like he just has like that next like the next batch of kids, the celebrities kids liking his
Oh my
stuff.
God, that's
It's
insane.
crazy. It's just crazy.
It's
But
insane.
yeah, I don't know. I've been
I
enjoying
know it.
watching it though.
I know it's like your thing. Like I know
Yeah.
that you like it and Jen likes it. Our
Yeah.
friend Jen.
Yeah. I've been listening to like the podcast too. Cause I don't know, it's just fun to hear them talk. Cause they're just personalities that you get to like.
Hmm.
Like it's a similar thing to like what we've talked about with like Pretty Much It and stuff. Where
Hmm.
it's like you kind of just like it's just like that kind of like weird online friendship that happens with YouTube now. Like
Hmm.
it's a weird thing that like the internet brings now. Where
Yeah.
it's like you just know people that you don't know.
Well, because it gets more personal, especially with
Yeah.
something like a podcast or uh, vlogging is like at least like in a traditional sense, like it's like learning who they are and who they are as a, like people.
Yeah,
So.
like you're spending like you just like you spend time with these people
Hmm.
essentially. And it's weird. It's a weird thing to like I don't know, try to live real life while you're like doing that, you know?
Hmm.
I don't know. It's an odd
Yeah.
thing that like we do now.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
insane.
It's
I find
crazy.
another thing that I wanted to bring up with this is I found myself getting like sad watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was
I
like,
think it's a normal thing. I feel like
yeah,
it's a probably.
I think so. Like it has to be.
It's just like it's so much money and so much like popularity, I feel like,
And
in
so
it.
much activity
Yeah, it's like
that.
just so much stuff going on that like well it's like the feeling of like you just had a good time and it's over.
Hmm.
I feel like when I watch a vlog or like when you watch 3 vlogs in 10 minutes because you can, like because it's so quick and you're just like going on a day-long adventure in 4 minutes. Like you're
Hmm.
just getting like bombarded with a day. Like it's like you're like watching something like you're watching his life in like in like 2 times speed.
Hmm.
And then like then you come back out of it and you're like, wait a second. Like
Now I have to live my
I
life.
yeah, like now I have to live my life and I just watched that happen
Yeah.
and like all this stuff happened in 4 minutes and now it's like me, what do I do in 4 minutes, you know? Like it's like a weird thing where I think that's just kind of how it is by design. Where like there's
Yeah.
like that like there's like an effect after
Hmm.
where you kind of have to like cool down and like come back to like the
To
way
what
reality
real life
works.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another thing is like the amount of money and the amount of like pull he is. It and the fact that he's like what 21,
Yeah.
22.
He's like 21 or 22.
Like just seeing that is just like I don't know. It gets me. It like watching it. I just kind of got sad watching it
Yeah.
at some points where I was just like, God damn! Like this man is like he's doing a lot right now. But also I got to remind myself that we're in different situations. He was probably born near there, or he would move there at some point, and like to LA or wherever he is right now.
Oh, okay. So he was actually born in Slovakia.
Oh, okay.
So I think like what he talks about is like
So
that
what was his
because
rise to fame?
it was Vine when he was like
Gotcha.
16 or 17. So the thing is like he was like an immigrant kid, and I think there was like something with that he feels like pushed him to want to work really hard towards something, where he just like he sees so much opportunity in America that like he needs to do something great with it because there's so many opportunities. And then like he was just kind of like a corner cutter in school. Like he was just one of those guys that was kind of like lazy but hardworking when he needed to be. And like college wasn't going to be his thing because he didn't want it to be. So he like just packed everything up and went to California at 18.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
with like $1,700, and then just like started making it work because he was like making money off of Vine, like some money off of Vine, and then just grew from there. Like he was just vlogging and like doing YouTube stuff and like hustling in other ways other than just working traditionally to make the money. And then it just
I respect
grew.
that.
Like, it's really like it's inspiring to like hear the story, because I feel like as much as it's like holy shit, like how are you there already? It's like it's one is like a lot of luck.
Yeah.
Two is like working really hard in the right areas, I guess. And just like having that like that work ethic for it too, because it's also like it's like super lucky, but like he works really hard too. Like he goes out and like he's like filming probably like 10 hours a week and editing probably twice as long. And
no, I respect him.
Yeah,
it's not like a thing where it's like I feel like it's not like a thing like Jaden Smith where I feel like he
like it doesn't feel undeserved or anything.
No.
It's just crazy to see that he got it, you know.
Yeah, but it was just kind of like it made me feel sad at points.
Yeah,
it's
like you can't. I kind of like felt the same way. I think.
Yeah.
Just like after watching.
You can't like dwell on it though.
No.
Just because it's like he has a different life. Like he has a different path. I don't even know if I really want his life. Like if I was like a Vine star or like a vlogger or whatever, like it's not really like what I want. But
well, it'll also just be interesting to see like where this wave takes us in like the next 5 years, because I'm really curious to see like where these people are in 5 years.
That's true.
There's something about like just the internet age in general and like influencers and all this stuff that just feels like it's like really cool that they're making all this money and they're getting all this stuff, but it's a bubble for sure. Like it's totally a bubble.
It has to pop.
No, it's totally a bubble that's gonna pop.
Yeah.
And like a lot is gonna come crashing down. Like some people will like make it far enough that they can sustain. Like maybe David Dobrik will have the following that he needs to like just sustain after the bubble pops. But there's gonna be a point where like this opportunity to like get in this way changes. Because I don't know, it's just weird. Everything just kind of like, it's not like a bad thing. I mean, like it kind of depends on how you look at it. But like the way I look at it is like there's just like there have been different ways in. I feel like some like especially like into like film industry, just like into like celebrity culture, all this stuff, where it's like people have come up different ways, and it feels like a thing of like it's like working really hard versus winning the lottery with these influencers and stuff. And it's like when you don't know how to manage the money, or like you don't have the history to say where you came from to get to that point, then it all falls out from under you. You know what I mean?
Or even like I feel like filmmakers and just like those kind of people,
music artists, all that kind of stuff. Like people who like had the grind to get there.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
we watched one this week. We watched
on the second Wolfpack Movie Club homework this week. You
guys better have done your homework. So we were saying Aggretsuko, but as they pronounce in the show, it's something like Gretzko. It's like Gretzko,
What the-
right?
No,
Like-
it's Aggretsuko.
But isn't that how they said it in the show?
I have no idea. Honestly,
Like,
this show just bombarded me with a ton of screaming,
Yeah,
and
okay.
I was so
Okay,
tired.
yeah. So first of all, Aggretsuko. We'll call it Aggretsuko because it's much easier and probably not the right way to say it. But
Yeah,
either
it's
way,
probably the American
uh,
way to say it.
yeah. How did you feel about Aggretsuko?
It was a lot of screaming. I was very tired when I watched it, and I was annoyed.
I feel like the exact same way. So we both ended up watching it this morning because we were talking about recording the podcast today, and we were like, wait a second, we gotta watch Aggretsuko. So this morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I was watching it over a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch, and I was like, okay.
It's done.
It was like I just like I don't know, like there's something to the show, I'm sure, but it felt like I was watching a show
Throwing
that
a
didn't
fit.
get greenlit.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
kind of like it kind of felt like a fake show, right?
Yeah, it felt
Like,
like a fake show.
Like it felt like a failed pilot, kind of. Like
It felt. You know what it felt like? It felt like a show you'd see in a Black Mirror episode on TV.
Yes, it did. It felt satirical, but like satirical in like a satirical show.
Yeah. Like it felt like a fake show.
It was very. It did.
Like
Yeah.
especially the animation. The animation was so unappealing to me.
It was very cheap.
Yeah, it was so unappealing to
So
me.
cheap.
Like not even like that it was cheap because you can make cheap cool. It was just like there was no style to it. It was just
Yeah.
kind of like you watch it and you feel like the camera's gonna pan out and you're gonna be like in a Black Mirror scene.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely like it just kind of felt like you're like, oh yeah, like this kind of reminds me of like a real show.
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah,
was like,
and
and
that's
then it
it.
just had like annoying parts, and then it was like, oh, it's done because it's 15 minutes long, and it's just like this awkward little like Easter egg inside a show, like you're saying. Yeah, like it's a very good way to describe it because it's like it didn't feel like I watched a real show this morning.
No.
like I feel like we pranked everyone.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone.
Because well, I was hoping because like we watched like the 15 or like the 7 minute mark, whatever. Like we went like halfway into the episode, and it was kind of funny to just see like out of context these animated characters screaming, and I was like, yes, like this has to be the one.
Well,
Like
that's the thing.
thought it might be fun.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's fun for a second, and then once it's 15 minutes of them screaming, it's
Yeah,
like, what
it's
am I
grating
watching?
hell.
Yeah, it's so grating.
Also,
bro.
like this was a long 15 minutes, right?
Yes.
Because
I
I
did-
was checking the time on a 15-minute long video. Come on
Yeah.
now. Like, come on
Like,
now.
we've made 15-minute long videos.
Yeah, like this is I don't know.
This is
like,
unacceptable.
like I should enjoy a little 15-minute long animation without having to like keep clicking like to see how far along we are. Cause it
God.
just wasn't great. It just wasn't anything
No.
special.
No.
Sadly, this week on a Wolfpack Movie Go Home, we have one of our first flops. I'd say Murder Mystery is much more worth your time.
I'd even say so too.
But it feels like more of a movie. Like Murder Mystery is a movie.
It felt like you got
Aggretsuko doesn't
something.
feel like a show.
It felt like you got something out of it.
Yeah.
This one was like you literally felt like nothing afterwards, and it felt like it was like placeholder for the real thing.
Yeah. It feels like a show like you would have dreamed about but didn't really care to do anything with. Like I don't know. It just felt.
Yeah.
It definitely felt fake.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So Aggretsuko, I mean, not much to say about this one other than it's kind of annoying. Maybe if you kept giving it a shot and watched like a few more episodes, I don't know. Maybe if I did, but I don't care to. Like the pilot really didn't grab me at all.
No.
It felt like I was like, okay, like I can see how this show could be, but I just don't care. Like
No.
there are better things to watch. Go watch Stranger Things.
Go watch
anything
Stranger
else.
Things. Go watch David Dobrik's vlogs.
Exactly.
That's so much
That's
better.
the thing. You can go and watch 4 vlogs and never look at the time. Like that's the thing. Is
Yeah.
like you're never looking at the time until it's over because it's like, oh wait, oh it just passed me by. Maybe that's why too. Is like I'm just like watching TikToks, David Dobrik vlogs, and I'm like, bro, a 15-minute long episodes of a show. This is nuts. This is way too long.
That's too long.
Way too long. No, but I know it's not the case because I'll watch a 15-minute long Stranger Things episode without ever touching anything. other than maybe having to restart my personal hotspot because it's just not working.
Well, that's Wolfpack
Yeah.
Movie Club homework.
That's all
Matthew,
homework.
we have one more segment.
Yes, we
called
do.
How have you been doing lately? I have been
Yes.
doing well. How about you?
I have been doing well as well.
Nice.
It's been nice up here in Massachusetts, taking care of business. You know?
Matt's on a business trip right
Yeah,
now.
I'm on a business trip up here.
Yep.
They're
We're
keeping
making
me
big
in a
moves
nice
up here.
yeah, a nice I'm in a nice Motel 8 up here.
Motel 8.
Motel 8.
Nice.
And
Wow.
still staying in my undisclosed secluded
Cottage.
my quiet cottage. And yeah, things are good. It's been like a nice peaceful week. It's been nice to get like a little like change of scenes and stuff. I went into Salem today though. Like I took a train to
The
Salem.
Witch.
Yeah, like the witch town.
Oh my gosh.
So I ended up there's actually like a lot of movie filming locations around here. Like
Really?
lots of stuff was filmed around here. So like when I flew into New Hampshire, like when I first got off the plane, it was like movie posters of like things that were shot locally. So there were some things like The Good Son. You know that movie with like Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood when they were young? Maybe you don't. Okay. That
No.
like well there you go. That's
No.
Portsmouth, New Hampshire's claim to fame. But
Were
yeah,
there anything else?
there were some other ones. That was like the one that stuck out to me. There are like some real ones that were filmed there. And then like
Some
here
real movies.
here in Massachusetts, like Manchester by the Sea is like 15, 20 minutes away, so which is really cool. Like I kind of got sad. I was like looking up at houses on hills, and I was like, this is kind of sad, man.
This is where Casey Affleck confessed he didn't want to marry his wife or whatever.
Yeah,
God.
dude. Like, but they filmed like all around where I am right now, so that's really cool. Like just to, and then also when I was walking around in Salem today, I heard some lady pass by. She was like, Adam Sandler's around here. My friend just called me. She said he's around here. So I think Adam Sandler was in Salem today. I didn't see him,
gosh.
but he was around, I think, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Salem was.
You could have plugged the Wolfpack podcast
Yeah.
and say that we reviewed murder mystery on it.
Oh
He
my
probably would have been like, thanks.
God. What if I made a TikTok of Adam Sandler saying, "Yo, go check out the Wolfpack podcast"?
Oh my god, that would have
Yo.
been amazing. That's
Yo.
how like David
Give
Dobrik
this some
got big.
hearts. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it was the other way. I think he got big and then he found the celebrity.
That's true.
But yeah, I don't know. Salem was cool. Like went to like some like historic witch areas.
Did you see any like nooses?
No nooses, but I went to like a little presentation of like it was like teaching us about the witch trials and oh Tituba, you got hanged. You know, lots of good stuff. But there. Oh, okay. So sorry, little down point in the podcast. I kind of didn't know what to say about the Salem witch trials. But I did find a mansion where they filmed a part of Hocus Pocus.
Oh yeah, did you take a picture in it?
I took a picture in front of it. Yes.
And we're gonna put that up right here.
Yeah, right there.
Right here. Yeah.
I blur out all of our faces. You know, you actually don't see where we are. There was another thing. Oh, I went to like this estate where Flowers in the Attic was filmed yesterday. Do you know that movie?
No.
It's I think it might have been like the Lifetime movie version of this, but it's a movie where like some crazy mom traps her kids in the attic. It's one of my mom's favorite movies. She heard that we were going to this estate and she was like, "Oh my God, this is where they filmed Flowers in the Attic." And I was like, "Okay, cool, Mom." So she was a big fan of that, hearing about that. So shout out to you, Mom, if you're still listening. But yeah, so just Massachusetts stuff for me, but things are going well. I don't want to keep dragging it on. And then I went to, wait, let's keep going.
Wait,
for 2 more
wait.
minutes.
I went to
I
the
saw
port.
Wolfpack today.
No, bro. You gotta talk about Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's a good time. There's
Heck
also okay, really quick. I have one more thing to add. This cottage is a little creepy.
How?
There are like small doors everywhere. So I'm
What?
gonna twist so you can see. Do you see that little door?
Yeah.
There are like three more throughout the cottage. It's fucking creepy.
Where did they go?
Also, they're like storage, but then one door, okay, so they're locked doors, but Colin, my brother, picked the lock of each of them with bobby pins.
No. Where did
So-
it go?
So one of them was like an old furnace thing. Then the other one opened to reveal another door behind it. And you know what was in that door?
What?
A way to the attic, which is it's a lot less creepy when you see that. But when he opened that door and there was another door inside, I was like, and I love small doors, like I love hidden doors, I love hidden shit. But it's also fucking scary. And also, okay, so to end it all, we found out today or yesterday behind my sister's bed, behind the bed, there's another little door.
Oh
I'm
no.
What the hell? Like tiny doors are weird. They're
Are-
creepy and they're
Is
weird.
this like a? Is it? Where did you get this from? Is this like a? What's that one
This-
place that they like rent homes with?
It's a bed and breakfast, I believe. I think that's how it was, like a B&B thing.
Airbnb.
It was like an Airbnb. But yeah, I mean like this place was like built by the people who own the inn. So it's not like some like crazy old place. It was made in like they built it in like the 80s. So
Mhm.
it's not like some 200-year-old house with like hidden secrets behind every single door, but it's still creepy. Like they had like two kids who grew up and moved away, and I was just like, nah, these kids never grew up. They're in these walls. They're definitely in these walls.
They never even grew up. They just died here. They got murdered here.
Nah, it was a little creepy. Like when I first got here, it was a little scary because like there were like bad reviews of the inn owner, like the lady who runs the place,
Uh-huh.
saying like she's really mean and everything. And when we met her, she was really nice. And
Oh,
we're
no.
like, what's the other shoe gonna drop? And then like her husband just like tends to the garden.
Oh no.
He-
It's like a
He's like
movie.
quiet. He's just like his name's Roger, and he just like plants things. And he just like puts the bodies in. No, it
It's
was
like
like
a
perfect.
movie.
I was like, this is a perfect setup. Like this is wonderful. And then like we're just coming out here to this cottage in the back of their like property. And
Oh my god, that's a horror movie right there.
yeah, no, it was perfect and it was kind of scary. It's still a little creepy here, but it's like it's nice. It's like a nice creepy place. But yeah. Either way, that's Massachusetts. I won't keep going. But it's been a fun time. We're shipping out on Friday, and then it'll be back to the old rise and shine and grind.
Heck yeah, bro. Back to
Hell
Port
yeah.
Charlotte.
PC.
Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I
This has
think
been
about
episode 27 of the Wolfpack podcast.
27?
I believe so. I think 26 was our last one. Yeah, it's episode
Okay.
27.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is episode 27 of the Wolfpack podcast.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on
Skype
the
edition.
other side. Yeah, Skype edition.
Yeah,
This
hopefully
is
it
crazy.
turns out okay.
Let's hope the audio
Yeah.
got taken.
Yeah, hopefully it's all good. So, thanks, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys
All right.
later. Bye-bye.
See ya.